Hello and welcome to all you Virgos. This is your monthly horoscope for March of 2020. What's going on for the Virgos? Now, first of all, your ruler goes direct. That is already something good to start with, because it's happening in your seventh house of relationships, also in your house of your day-to-day routines and work. These were the houses where you had some rethinking going on in February. Maybe some reassessment going on when it comes to a significant other person. And now, as from the 11th of March and onwards, things become way clearer for you. The penny is dropping, or the euro is dropping, or the dollar, or whatever. But anyways, communication goes better for you. And it is really important also with signing contracts, because it's also your seventh house that is here in the spotlight, and seventh house is the house of contracts with other people. So if there are some important contracts to sign, and if you can wait after the 11th to 12th, it's best to do so. But yes, on a relationship level, there are things that you didn't see that you are seeing now, which is always interesting for a Virgo, because Virgos are very analytical and I want to know what's going on when it comes to their relationships. And of course, for many, in general, these are general horoscopes for Virgos in general, with Neptune there in your seventh house, it's not always easy to pinpoint other people. But that has shifted now. And that's good, that's fine. When it comes to love, it's for those of you who are single, it's a very good month, because not only your fifth house is highlighted with Mars there in your fifth house being active in enjoying yourself, there's also Venus in Taurus in the ninth house. So when the love planets are both in fellow earth signs, this is really, really good for you Virgos. So you're going to have Venus in Taurus, which is an earth sign, and you're going to have Mars in Capricorn, which is also an earth sign. So to say the least, single or not, you're going to feel quite good in your element, literally. So that is a good sign. And the connection between the fifth and the ninth house, let's say you're single, for instance, there could be a new love story going on, maybe with someone from abroad, because Venus is there in your ninth house of different cultures, people far away from you, or someone with a different background, or through traveling. So if you're traveling, you could meet as well someone quite interesting for you and significant to have fun with as well. Mars in the fifth house, to enjoy yourself. So when it comes to love, it's pretty good month. Of course, these are general horoscope, but in general, this is a very, very good month. And when you are in a relationship, it's a very good time to do some stuff together that you haven't been doing for a long time, and that has to do with what you love to do, whether that is going to restaurants, whether that is going out with friends, whatever it is, and you really will enjoy it, and you really get a lot out of that and a lot of energy out of that. It's also a good time for learning, for traveling, for exploring with Venus in the ninth house, like learning a new language or traveling, and you will enjoy that enormously, because Venus is enjoyment and what you love, and the ninth house is all of that. Also, reading a book that has to do with the higher mind, philosophy, astrology, all of that is the ninth house. So really, really good energy, but also connecting with foreigners, then it goes very, very smoothly because of that energy. And at the very end of the month, this Venus in the ninth house trines Jupiter and Pluto in the fifth house. So there is some sort of a windfall there. That could be connected with a person abroad. That is a very lovely connection there, and that you feel very, your heart chakra is awakened, so to speak. So that could be because of the connection, because of the love, because of the attention that you're getting, or because of you learn something. Also to do with children. There could be a child that decides to do something ninth house stuff, and that gives you that energy of it's very creative energy, by the way, that you feel that you feel very much enthusiastic It's very enthusiastic energy here. So because of the development of what your child is going through, this has an effect on you as well. And that's pretty good. Now, what is the hard work that is going on? It seems to me, you know, when I'm talking here, it's all positive, positive, positive. Well, there's hard work to be done, and that's always by Saturn, right? And Saturn shifts signs. So Saturn has been in Capricorn for a long time. So a long time I've been speaking about that. I'm not going to repeat that. But what happens now on the 23rd of March is that Saturn enters Aquarius, and it's going to stay there until the 3rd of July. So it's a bit of a sneak preview, because after July it goes backwards into Capricorn. It's complex, isn't it? But anyway, what it means is that we're having already the beginning of the energy of Saturn in Aquarius, and then we pick it up again at the end of the year. Then Saturn will be in Aquarius again, and for a long time. So the whole of 2021. What is this all about? Now, Saturn is about structure, it's about hard work, and it's about less is more. And Aquarius is about innovation, it's about newness, it's about excitement. So we are all on a collective level going to experience how to structure alternatives, how to structure newness and innovation, how to put a little bit more structure in that. And for you, it's happening actually in your house, which is the 6th house of the Virgo house. So when you've been dying to put some more structure into your administration, for instance, when you are having your own business, this is the time. So this might not be the easiest time, because Saturn in the 6th is really showing that your day-to-day life needs structure, but in a bit of an alternative way. Okay, so there's always that alternative element because it's in Aquarius. So of course we can fight against that, and then it becomes tougher, but normally Virgos in general, they kind of like their structure. So but having Saturn in the 6th house is about discipline in that 6th house when it comes to your health, when it comes to your day-to-day work, to put a bit more structure there. Also, less is more. So for you as well, for those of you who have been too much on your plate when it comes to work, this is going to become a challenge. So because less is more with this energy. So you will have to see that and make those changes because of that. So that could be a bit of a test there. Your work could be tested as well. That your work becomes a bit more routine, which is in what Virgos kind of like. But again, it needs to have that alternative element. When that is not there, it could be a bit of a problem there. Now, but this is energy that I'm going to talk about quite a lot in the horoscopes, because it's long-term energy. But basically, it's a good time to kind of restructure your day-to-day life and to improve it. So and most people, so if you are a character that already likes discipline, this is easy peasy for you. If you are a character, and believe me, there are Virgos that have like this not typical Virgo energy. Maybe they have a moon in Pisces, or maybe they have whatever that makes them a bit more chaotic, especially when it comes to their routines. So it can mean for some of you Virgos who don't like the structure that it becomes a bit more difficult to obtain that, but know that the hard work that you will do when it comes to putting some routine in your work, putting some routine in your health, like doing exercises, having 3 meals a day and all that kind of stuff. If you're doing that in the long run, because that's what Saturn wants, you will benefit enormously because of that. Okay, so but sometimes, you know, work can be a bit more, you know, it's responsibility. So you can feel it a bit more like that as well. So have an eye on what's happening towards the end of the month, because that team is going to come back in the not too distant future. So all in all, quite an interesting month for you. There is some focus on work, day-to-day routines there, but there's definitely, when it comes to the month of March, very good energy for you with all that earthly energy. And don't forget that at the very beginning of the month, on the 9th of the month, there is a full moon in Virgo. So there is also, when it comes to relationships, you understanding yourself better, and because of that, you understanding other people better as well. Isn't that a good thing? Having said that, thank you so much for watching. This was your monthly horoscope. If you want to have a personal reading, get in touch, and thank you for your time. Bye.